One day, Rosie was waiting for Stepney, the bluebell engine. Rosie was new to the railway. She still had much more to learn, and she made good friends with new diesels. She already knew Salty, Mavis, and Boko, and she's made good friends with Dennis, Dodge, and Splatter. But just then, Stepney arrived. "Hello, you must be Stepney. My name is Rosie." "My name is Stepney," said Stepney. "I'm taking you to the quarry today. The Fat Controller is sending me to take you there." "How exciting is that?" asked Rosie. "It is indeed," said Stepney, "because right now we need to be on our way. Come on." Stepney changed tracks and coupled up towards Rosie. "We mustn't be late," said Stepney, "or the Fat Controller will be cross." And so the two friends puffed away. On the way, they met up with Duck and Sir Handel at the station. "And where are you going today?" asked Sir Handel. "We're going to the quarry," said Rosie. "And we're going to help the other little engines on your line," said Stepney. "Look out for the twins," said Duck, "because they're always up to mischief." But then Mighty Mac arrived. "I'm on my way to the quarry," said Mighty. "So am I," said Mac. "And we're taking some workmen there." "Oh, that's exciting," said Stepney. "I tell you what, I'll race you there," said Rosie. We should race there, I should say." "You can start us off if you like," said Stepney to Duck and Sir Handel. "That's a good idea," said Duck. "Ready, steady, go!" And they raced away. Soon they puffed towards the beautiful line. "I'm going to win," said Stepney and Splatter. "No, you're not. I am," said Mighty Mac. They arrived at the quarry. There was a lot of work to do. But then Stepney and Rosie went through the lap and they stopped before Mighty Mac. We appreciate you coming today," said Lady. "And we won the race," said Stepney. "Bad luck, Mighty Mac," said Rosie. "Well done for winning," said Mighty. "We'll win next time," giggled Mac. "Welcome to the quarry," said Mavis. "And there's a lot of work to do here as well," said Rusty. "What kind of jobs?" asked Rosie. "Lots of jobs here," said Stepney. "And you've also got a lot of trucks to push." "We'll show you," said Thomas. "It's easy," said Percy. "And it's quite easy as well as we can push the little engines can," said Fearless Freddy. "Just like all the engines do," said Scarlery. Bill and Ben, the tank engine twins on the sidings behind Mavis and Thomas, were feeling rather jealous. "Now we're going to have some fun," said Bill and Ben together. "Well, all have a good time," and Mighty Mac, "because we need to be on our way now. Goodbye." But secretly, Bill and Ben did not want to work with Rosie and Stepney. They rather want to work with other little engines. And so, they went to start picking on Rusty, threatening on him instead. "I want a word if you don't mind," said Bill. "Where is Rheneas and Peter Sam?" "They're unable to come today because they're working on the railway, on the main line." "Oh, bother-y," said Bill and Ben. "They have to do the work themselves." But Stepney and the other engines, and Rosie of course, enjoyed working on the quarry with the other engines. They enjoyed having lots of fun shunting and pulling trucks. But at the moment, all the engines were waiting to go back to work, especially Bill and Ben. But they decided to plot a little trick. "Those engines are too easy to work with," said Bill and Ben. "Oh, trust them to do all the work," said Ben. "We'll have to show them. And when we will show them," said Bill, "we'll play a little trick on Rosie. She's the new engine," said Ben. "And we'll always do the fool," giggled the twins. But Stepney and Rosie were enjoying working with the little engines. But there was no harm done, of course. All the engines were always working hard. Next, Bill and Ben saw Rosie just as she was about to leave. "We've got news for you," said Bill. "The trucks are waiting on the other side of the coal hopper. They're all loaded and ready to take for you." "Thank you, Bill and Ben," said Rosie. But Rosie didn't know they were actually playing a trick and being sarcasm as well. Rosie was looking forward to be taking the trucks. She was so excited that she couldn't wait to see what they were. They were coal trucks, of course, so she didn't mind what they take. But by the time she got to the coal hopper and stopped right under the coal hopper, she could not believe her eyes. Bill and Ben were lied. There were no trucks. Then there was trouble. The coal hopper the chute began to lower down. Stepney saw everything. "Stop! Look out!" said Stepney as he went to save Rosie. Stepney shunted Rosie off the coal hopper just in time. But as soon as they left, coal began to fall onto the tracks. One coal fell, and another, and another, and another. Soon after, the track was blocked. Meanwhile, Thomas was actually taking some trucks to be loaded at the coal hopper. He didn't know that the track was blocked. And so, as he didn't know, up ahead, he was heading for trouble. As he headed round the corner, there was even more trouble. His driver saw it and tried to put on the brakes. "Stop!" shouted Percy, Mavis and Lady. But it was too late. "Bus my buffers!" shouted Thomas. "What's happened to me?" He tried to go backwards, but it was no good. He was stuck. Bill and Ben now felt really sad. They shouldn't have played the trick. The little engine saw it as well. It took a very long time to clear up the mess. When the lines were clear a bit, Rosie shunted Thomas off the coal hopper and back into another siding. When they finished, the engines were waiting for Thomas and Rosie. "Thank you, Rosie," said Thomas. "You were really splendid. You were really brave," said Percy. "Just like other engines are, like you and me," said Lady. Bill and Ben began to feel really sad and guilty. "This is all our fault," said Bill. "We shouldn't have tricked you," said Ben. "We're really sorry." "Don't worry about it," said Stepney. "But at least we enjoyed cleaning up the mess. And no more tricks from now on," said Rusty. Bill and Ben promised, and they promised to be nice to Rosie for the time being. Rosie was now good friends with Bill and Ben, and promised to look after them as well on.